that is there in the organization. If you have any idea, you can just go to that cell that's there in the college, explain your idea, and they will try to manage the funding from the other sources, or they themselves will also provide if your idea is very good. Okay, and the total development of your idea, you can do it in the college itself, right? And you can go for startup with the assistance of the college. So that is what the Institution's Innovation Council. So under this, what do we do is, as a doctorate, we are all the innovation ambassadors, alright? And we try to give you knowledge about the entrepreneurship. So we do have entrepreneurship development cell in the college, okay? And we do have intellectual property cell, and we do have incubation center as well, where if you have any ideas, if you are planning for any startup, and if you do not have a source of funding, you can just come to us, explain your idea, and we will help you with raising of the funds, and then you can start your own company. That's a startup, right? So under this today, as one of the innovations ambassador, I thought I could explain you about the psychology behind the entrepreneurial motivation and persistence. Okay, so what do you mean by an entrepreneur? Who is an entrepreneur? A person who starts a business, a person who has got an innovative idea, a person who would want to develop an innovative idea and convert it into a product or services that would be useful by the society, right? So that person is called as an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur also called as a risk bearer. Why do we call them as a risk bearer? Because when you start a business, what are the two things apart from the profit that we can expect in any business as an entrepreneur? One is uncertainty and the other one is risk, right? So as a person who is starting a business, who is putting in a lot of money, raw materials or whatever that is required to start a business, you also undergo a lot of psychological change in your behavior. Am I right? Yes? So usually what we think, okay, someone has started a business, he may be reaping a profit. What is there in the business? He has employed all the people who should work for him, that is employees, he will be providing them salaries, and he will be enjoying profits. That's what we think in general. But there is a lot of thing that goes in his mind as an entrepreneur. Am I right? As a student also, as a faculty, as an individual, as a normal person also, we have a lot of things. I can say all of you are listening right now to me, but you know something will be going on behind in your brain regarding some important thing, or you're stuck with something. And just imagine a businessman who has put in a lot of money, who is trying to manage the people and the resources and getting his work done, how his behavior, how his psychology, how he is trying to maintain the guts in order to bear the risk in the profit, in order to bear everyday problem, in order to undergo every or face the challenges that comes in his business, how he is going to do. So that is what I am going to tell you regarding the psychology behind the entrepreneurial motivation and persistence. So another question is, as an entrepreneur, does he get motivated by himself, or is there any other thing that motivates him to sustain the business? Usually as an individual, what we do is, if we are not getting profit in a business in 2, 3, 4 months, basically what we expect is tomorrow itself we want a profit in the business. That's a general psychology of all of us. But still, if a businessman has started a business and he's not reaping the profits for years, let's say, then what do we do? Generally, we shut the business or we sell everything to the other person. But how could we see this Ambanis and Adanis or all the businessmen today we have in our country who are representing the GDP of our country? It's because they have motivated themselves. It's because even if they have faced a lot of challenges, even if they have faced a lot of losses in their business, they haven't shut down their business. Yet they are sustaining in the market. It is because of the other thing that is called as a persistence and resilience. Right? So let us see what exactly will be the psychology of the entrepreneurs, okay, in their entrepreneurship. delves into the psychological factors that drive successful entrepreneurs, exploring their motivations, the resilience that fuels their persistence, and the mental frameworks that shape their journey. Okay? And this session also uncovers the intricate interplay of intrinsic and extrinsic motivators, the role of risk taking, and the importance of goal setting and the visualization in achieving entrepreneurial success. Alright? Second one. So coming to the definition of entrepreneurial mindset. So have you ever thought there will be a mindset of the entrepreneurs? We just always study who is an entrepreneur, okay, what he is going to do, what do you mean by entrepreneurship, what actually business requires. Have you ever thought there will be an entrepreneurial mindset also? You must be seeing these 3 days, the IPL auction. Yes? Okay, so how those people are doing their business? How they are buying with crores of rupees to one player? Do we like to spend 1 rupee to the other person? No. Of course, they are getting business out of those people, agreed. But at first auctioning, how does it require them to, focus their mindset in auctioning? Yes, how typical is that? So there is a mindset of the entrepreneurs also. So this mindset, it's not a singular trait, but rather it is a complex combination of characteristics that propel individuals to identify opportunities, take calculated risk, and persevere through challenges. So basically, the mindset of entrepreneurs is not about reaping profits.